know it's been a minute. Okay. If one show up, I'll be happy. Anywho, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'm just popping in real quick. So, um, happy Sunday. It's beautiful. What's the temperature? It's 54 where I am right now. It is cold on the East Coast, okay? But at least the sun is shining. I will take that. That is a blessing in itself because it's been raining a lot. But anyway, have y'all been watching the Diddy trial? So I noticed something. I heard a contradiction. So one of the assistants testified that he assaulted her and he had a Tootsie Roll sized penis, right? So the other day, I was listening to the news. Well, yesterday, when was it? Friday. And they were playing the tapes. Well, the tapes have been out. But then you hear these men yelling and screaming, and they're saying it's the diddler doing his thing. But can it be both? Can it be the size of a Tootsie Roll and he's handing out pain? Good morning, Mimi126. What it do, boo? Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I know. Have you been watching the Diddy trials? Did you hear them say he has the size, his thingy is the size of a Tootsie Roll? But yet in the videos, in the audios that you're hearing, you hear these men screaming in pain, and they're saying that it's him putting in the work. But can both things be true? I don't think so. I don't think so. Yo, hit the like, hit the like. Listen. All right, y'all. So yesterday, I went out to lunch with my friend, and so we go to this place downtown in the hood. Like, it's not even the hood, but the city is the city, and our people are our people, okay? Diddy is a hot mess. So is Cassie. So is Cassie. Could you imagine if Cassie was a black woman and they were saying all this stuff about her, that they would be painting her as a victim? Oh my goodness. She ordering drugs. She calling up the dudes to come over. They're like, she's naive. She's from Connecticut. Bitch, I'm from Connecticut. What are you talking about? Hello? Like, because you from Connecticut, you couldn't possibly know what the hell is going on, or, she couldn't possibly be a freak. What do they mean? Huh? Yeah, anyway. So I go out to eat yesterday, right? And it's the afternoon. It's like 2:30. So first of all, you try to support your people. The people who look like you. You don't want the stereotypes all to be true. But unfortunately, a lot of them are. So first of all, we're there. They were understaffed. All they needed was one more person. But so it was kind of crowded in there. This lady leaves her purse. Now, I didn't pay attention to her, but I was in line. So one of the girls that was in there came walking up. She was sitting across from us. She comes walking up with the bag in her hand. And it's not a purse that's zipped. It's not like a purse. It's like something that you would drop you would just drop something into. What up, William? Hi, King Craft. It's something you would just, what up, A Yummy? So you just drop something into the bag, like an open satchel kind of bag, right? So the girl come walking up. She said, she left her purse. So the cashier girl, she knew better. She was like, put it over there. Just put it on the chair right there. So she put it on the chair. So as I'm going back to my seat, the lady who left the purse comes like flying back in there. So I said, oh, you left the purse. She's like, yeah. I said, it's over there. So she's walking back by. She was like, girl. I said, well, girl, it must not be anything important in there. You leaving it around. Because, usually when you see something just left like that, or you forget your shit like that, your purse of all things, is nothing in there of importance. Why the fuck? She opened that bag up. It was a big ass Glock in there. Okay. Unsecured. I'm sure the bitch was loaded. I didn't notice the dude that she was with. But my friend was like, maybe it was that dude she was carrying. She was with. Because she was like, oh, and I got my kids with me. And I'm thinking, and you got your kids with you, bitch. And you got a gun in a bag like that. And you just got your shit. You left. You literally walked out this restaurant. Forgot your purse. And you know what was really wild about it? When I thought about it, she doesn't even give me I carry a purse type of vibe. You feel me? So she probably was holding it for the guy or whatever. But yeah, left your damn purse with a big ass Glock in that bitch. And I know it was fully loaded. I was just like, because when she opened the bag and showed me, because I said, oh girl, please. Because I'm thinking you couldn't possibly have any money in that bitch. You left it laying around like that. Who leaves their purse? But I remember I do know people who leave their purse places. Like, never. Always check for your keys, your purse, your wallet, your damn phone. Because you don't want to have to go back and look for it to replace all the shit that's in there. But a damn gun and you left the bitch. Just left. Now, what she was lucky, because I'm telling you, I was in the hood, like, kind of. And luckily didn't no YNs come in there. Because if a YN had took that shit, it would have been gone. She's lucky the right people were in the restaurant, because it would have been gone. Some people would have just saw a purse, wouldn't even looked and seen what was in it, just would have noticed, what up, Gigi? Just would have noticed that the purse was there and took it. We'll figure out what's in the bitch when we get outside. But yeah, a gun. That shit was like, oh my. I told y'all the weirdest and wildest shit happens to me all the time. But that was funny. Don't take this to wrong or anything, but you're literally black, so please take it into account before you say anything. Please, you need to reflect on the fact. I don't need to reflect on the fact that I'm black. What the hell is wrong with you? Do you want to get blocked, bitch? Do you think I don't know that I'm black? Are you okay? Are you okay? The fuck is wrong with people? Just because you black, you think one way, you see things one way. You are not allowed to say certain things. The fuck are you? Let me read this shit back because I can't even believe. See, it's the ignorant people that get on my damn nerves. Don't take this the wrong way, but you're literally black. You are an idiot. Your mama's an idiot. The teachers who taught you are idiots. What the fuck? Bye. Uh-huh. There you go. See ya. Wouldn't want to be your ass. Yes, absolutely. What up, good golly? What up, Gigi, Mimi? The fuck is wrong with people? Mm-hmm. Yes, but you got to watch your back wherever you are. So the girl who put the bag on the chair didn't know. So I caught her attention and I said, hey, come here. I said, girl, guess what was in that bag? Mm-hmm. She's like, oh my God, So the moral of the story here is don't touch other people's shit. Okay? If you see something, you might want to say something or you might not. For real. Oh, good golly, y'all know I don't fuck around. That's my tagline. I don't fuck around. Okay? I don't fuck around. And yeah. Oh, and you're back. Figure it out. Oh my God. What the fuck is wrong with people? What in the hell? How do you block a bitch? Don't come back. I want you out of here. I want you to find you somewhere to go. I hate distractions, Bye. Now you're going. Gotcha. Like people's parents used to teach them, if you don't have anything nice to say, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. It's an easy thing to do. You keep scrolling. When I go to a channel I don't like, there are even some channels that I hit, do not suggest this channel to me. It's that easy. Get the fuck on. Same thing in life. When you come across some people that they don't suit you, get the fuck on. They don't like you, get the fuck on. Mind your business. Move it along. Nobody cares. Okay? Self-preservation. You don't like what the Rock is motherfucking cooking, bitch. Don't eat it. Hello? Good morning, Foot Soldier. What's up, Foot Soldier? How you doing, boo? Happy, happy, happy. Shout out to all the veterans and everyone in the service. Oh, young nigga is the gang. It's an abbreviation for young nigga. That's what a YN is. Okay? Mm-hmm. And I'll say what I want because I am black and I do relate and I do understand. Okay, I do get it. Hello? I'm good. I was out to lunch yesterday, Foot Soldier. This lady left her purse in a restaurant, and it wasn't even a closed up type of purse. It was more like it had two handles. You drop shit into the bag. And when she came running back into the restaurant, there was a Glock in that bitch. Okay? What up, Shishi? Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't even know why. Why does, the sad thing about being black is that people think that being black actually has this means you're this means you're that, this means you this. This just means I'm alive and I have melanated skin, bitch. Okay, I'm associated. We do have culture, we do have history, but we are not all the same. Stop putting us into a box, for real. Hell, each individual person is not even the same on every single day. You catch anybody on a bad day, you're going to get what you asking for. Yes, a big ass Glock. I was like, oh shit. And I would be the one motherfucker in the restaurant she show it to. Okay. But y'all know I have jokes. So, when she came back, I was like, girl. She was like, girl. Because I was the one who pointed to her. I said, you left the purse. It's right over there. And she was like, oh my God. I said, girl, it must not be anything important in that bitch. You leaving your bag around. You know, I'm joking. Kiki, ha ha. She said, no, look, open that bag up. I said, oh, shit. See, and you never know who you sitting around. This lady was literally sitting at the next table and had a big ass gun in her bag. Damn. Anything could have popped off. I don't know who's looking for this dude, but she didn't even seem like she even carry a purse. So it must have been that guy purse she was hanging out with. But y'all don't be hanging around with motherfuckers who got to do that. If he's not licensed and can carry that shit himself, why do you have it? Because was it really yours? Like, and if it was, you forgot you had a gun on you, bitch. Oh my goodness. Hey, just my thoughts. What up, Bill? Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, She. It needs to come out. I was gonna be in. I was thinking just now I need to take my hair out, but I don't have time for this shit. Like, I don't wear my hair like this ever. That's why I was like, it was a cute idea when I thought about it, but now it gotta come out. I think women should be armed in general. Don't be armed in a restaurant and you don't know that you got your shit on you and you get your ass up and you leave with your group and you leave your bag with your Glock in it. You don't need to be carrying. You ain't responsible, bitch. Is that yours? Did you take the gun safety class? Do you really have a license? Is that how you doing it? That's very, very, very reckless. Anybody could have picked that bag up. You know, like I said, if a YN had came in that bitch and picked that bag up, it would have been a whole different story because your shit would have been gone. Luckily, it was people who wasn't thirsty. You know what I'm saying? And prior to me getting to that restaurant, I don't even know how I ended up parking in the wrong place the first time. But I saw this girl that I grew up with. Well, I knew her since she was born, really. And I was like, is that you? She's like, yeah. And you know, God puts you in places at different times. But it was just sad. I was sad to see her like that. That's why don't talk to me about don't talk to me about coming from the hood or being a hood bitch. Don't talk to me about none of that shit because I've been there, done that, you know. But when I saw her, I was like, damn, you know, that could have been me. Thank God I made it. Thank God I made it. Thank God I made it. Thank God you made it if you made it out of some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But I went to the ATM for this young lady and I was, you know, I was shocked because she was hungry. It was just crazy. But I was happy to see her and sad at the same time. You know, she's alive, but it's never too late to change your lives. Don't forget that. You know what I'm saying? Each day that you have breath, you can take it in a different direction. Phone call, a prayer away, first of all. Drop a prayer, get it together. But you know, it's sad. But what made me sad, too, is because since I knew her since she was born, it was like, you know, the things that made her and got her to this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, tragedy is a motherfucker too. When tragic things happen to people, or you know that someone close to them, their loved one, that someone was their everything, it will destroy you. You sometimes can never come back. You know what I'm saying? Not to use it, not used to carry is what I meant. Oh, never too late to turn around. Never too late to turn it around. But I really, really, you know, that hurt my heart. Yeah, she forgot her gun. She needed her ass whooped. Yeah, and then I'm telling you, when in a city full of YNs, but just thank God. But y'all know it was, you just never know. See, but it's dangerous out there. But I pray for that young lady that I saw yesterday. Like I said, very sad. But I never forget and never ever forget that could have been me too. We come from the same place, the same building, the same. You know what I'm saying? It could have been me. Period. Oh, I don't really run my city. You know how it is on the YouTube. You know what's sad on the YouTube because it's so projectish everywhere within our community and people are so hateful. But I went to another area YouTube that I used to frequent before, and I was very sad to see the people still out to destroy each other. What the fuck? That's your goal in life in 2025, destruction? Self-destruction, because you're going to destroy yourself too in the process. You're wasting your energy. You putting out bad energy, you don't get it. Hateful towards themselves. Yeah. It's so much hate, but then such high expectations from other people to have respect. People want to be disrespectful all the time. Say whatever they want to say. And you know, now we have co-signed disrespect so long. We have been brainwashed. Like, all the negative shit that happens is all now positive. You know what I mean? Like, you're crazy if you think outside the box. But I'm telling y'all, don't be one of the world, because these people are nuts. Don't follow the bullshit. Like, I know we probably gonna disagree on this one. So I'm sure many of you have seen the graduation, the all girls school in Louisiana, where they was shooking and juking and they was flinging their hair weaves all over the place and they was doing backflips and all of that shit. It seems to me, just from looking in, it was demonic behavior, but we're not paying attention. What happened to decorum? What happened to self-respect? You know what happened? I mean, it was just wild. Like, if you, what happened to after the prom, after graduation, the party? So what did you think of it, Foot Soldier? Because I was really like, it was sad to me because, see, my other theory, I told y'all, those wigs are possessed. Those wigs are Fuckville. If y'all watch the prom videos, those wigs are aging these young ladies. These young ladies look old as dirt. The dresses were gorgeous. Oh, I seen some amazing prom shit. But just the ones, I think the people who did the pieces or whatever, and some did braids, whatever, there was a lot. There was a lot of drama going on. It was beautiful, but these wigs are fucked though. I'm telling you, the wigs need to go. The wigs, I swear, are possessed. You don't know where that hair came from. You don't know who made it under worst circumstances. I mean, think about the kosher people. The kosher Jews. They even go pray over over the food. Like, they don't even eat food from everywhere, right? Like, shit gotta be kosher because it's going into our bodies. So we need to understand that it needs to be pure, it needs to be clean. But meanwhile, these wigs are coming from God knows where. And these people, they losing their damn minds. Even when you watch the crimes that are happening and you see the people on the videos, they look at their hair. Pay attention to the hair. Y'all probably not paying attention. But I swear it's some kind of correlation, like, just spiritually, it's just Fuckville. It's Fuckville. Because I was like, I was like, oh my God, this looks like just like you're graduating high school. Was it high school? Yeah, I believe it was high school. I mean, yeah, but there's so much more to go. So much more to go. Just like the lady who justified the $26,000 prom. Like, bitch, a $26,000 prom. Then it was like, well, black people and white people, they do things differently. Yeah, they have the money and could do that shit, and they wouldn't. Because that's not what we're here for. We're about to pay for some education now, right? Isn't it time to go to school? There's plenty of more shit to pay for. For a prom, you're not getting married. I mean, these people were taking vows on their prom day. It was a lot going on. Yeah, college fun. And then some of these proms, y'all doing all this extra shit, but look where you live right now. Like, what street do you live on? Where do you live? What's going on in your neighborhood? Crazy. Yeah, they were doing vows, as if they were getting married, making promises to each other. It's the fucking prom. But when I tell you, these were extravagant. Okay. Extravagant. I mean, when I tell you some gorgeous dresses with the matching cars, like, one girl had on an orange dress and there was an orange Jeep and it was all nice. There was another girl that had a gold thing on and they had the cover over their head, like, looked like a veil. I mean, gorgeous. But it's the fucking prom. I mean, the prom is what, 4 hours? Is that long? 3 hours or some shit? Like, what are you doing? Let's pull it together. That's what I'm saying. We're not in the right mind frame. We be thinking about bullshit, because that's some bullshit. These kids now, I mean, Instagram is a motherfucker. Yeah, it's a competition. It's like people are being brainwashed. You got to be very careful what you're watching and listening to. Like I said, crazy things are being justified. Like the man, because I haven't been on in a minute, but the guy who ran over that policeman, the man whose son was shot, that was in the stolen car. What's his last name? I forget. Anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. And then he went and ran over that man who was directing traffic at a high school graduation. And then some of the community is saying that, oh, we understand that father, he's a hero. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Are y'all crazy? Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. We're being brainwashed. Y'all are crazy. That makes no sense at all. Had he went and got the man who actually shot his son, then I could put some little justification on it and a little understanding, but there's no motherfucking way that made sense. I'm sorry. He lost it at that second. I don't want to hear none of that. He's crazy too. He's crazy. We crazy. Believing bullshit is okay. You know, just like being out in your underwear, that's justified. That's normal now. You know, y'all are really justifying being outside in your underwear. It's ridiculous. There's no way. Why is everything okay? It's okay. Is this some hood shit? It is, and we sick of it. Everybody's tired of it. We're done. Had enough. I've been had enough. I grew up around that shit. I was watching this lady yesterday, and it was so funny because she was talking about it. And what is it? Black fatigue, right? And she was talking about how bitch. She was talking about where she grew up at and how people was peeing in the stairwells and all this other shit. And I'm the whole time I'm listening, I'm thinking, damn, did we grow up in the same building? You know, because she was like, I've been over this black bad behavior and all this bullshit. We all have. We're tired of it. I'm tired. I've been tired of it. All that loud shit. I don't go to events like that. And see, that's what I did yesterday. That's how I ended up in a place with somebody with a fucking Glock, unsecured, in a left behind bag, fucking around with our people. We don't be thinking. Because prior to that, I was thinking, I'm looking at the table, and there was some baskets left on the table, like the table needed to be cleaned off. Like, that was irritating the fuck out of me. You know what I'm saying? The fact that I had to go up there and place my, you know, there was a lot of little things that were annoying me, but it was because of where I was and what was going on. And this is why I don't do certain things. You just can't. It is what it is. Mall, child. I don't go in no mall. Hold up, y'all. One sec. That's funny. That's my husband. He be like, ain't you, should you be at work? Yes. Why are you interrupting my stream? I'm on my way. Yeah. But no, you can't go to the mall. You can't do none of that shit. You got to be very careful. Like I said, we're in a small restaurant. It's a small dine in, dine out. The chairs were not comfortable either. I will tell you that. First of all, y'all know I take my food seriously. When it's time to eat, it's time to eat. I don't play that. No wonder they encourage takeout, but yeah, I said, well, we'll never come back here again. I didn't want. There was another restaurant I was supposed to go through. It's called Hindsight Barbecue. It's up in Waterbury, Connecticut. But I didn't feel like driving the 40 minutes. You know what I mean? I was tired. I'll be working. Y'all know I did an overnight on Friday, so no, I ain't want to do all that. But next time, I'm just gonna get in my car and we're gonna take the ride because, yeah. Mm-mm. But yeah, amongst the people, hood things happen. Understand that. Know your surroundings. Be very careful. No, can't go to the mall. There is nothing. We don't even have really any stores in the mall. Nothing that I would want to buy. You know, shit is very limited and scarce nowadays. There are no products being made. You know, allegedly they're in the process of making America great again. We'll see. You know what I mean? The verdict is still out on that. Yeah. So. Yeah, it's rough out here, but still have a plan. You know what I mean? Like, while the chips are down, that doesn't mean you shouldn't still be grinding and planning for a future and for a better tomorrow. Okay, you always got to be investing in yourself. Real shit. Oh, Miss Shirley, girl, Miss Shirley, Miss Boots to the ground, Miss. I'ma keep the stepping. Y'all know how I feel about grown children. Miss Shirley. First of all, why the fuck are they calling her Miss Shirley? Miss Shirley's mama is the problem. When I found out that Miss Shirley had an OnlyFans, now am I correct in assuming that OnlyFans are for people who are doing sexual stuff? And speaking of that, did y'all see that lady from the UK that was in an emergency? She got into the hospital the other day because she slept with 650 men in like 2 days or something in a day. It was some record she was trying to break. Disgusting. And this is the shit that's getting put on the news and in our feeds. The world is a hellish place. We have to be very careful. Yeah, they should have called. You know what? Why is this little girl performing for grown men? I mean, it's See, I watched the progression too. I watched the video where she started out doing boots on the ground. It was just boots on the ground. And it went from boots on the ground to booty in the air and grinding my hips and twisting and twerking everywhere. And this is at the direction of her mother. So apparently there is no father. Where is her dad? She's only 3. Where the fuck is the father is the question. Being around for 75, nothing seems to surprise me anymore. No, but see, William, but see, you've seen you've seen how shit has gone, how things have gone from bad to worse. You know what I mean? Like the self-respect level is down here. Like as we're talking about Miss Shirley. Miss Shirley is 3 years old. We shouldn't be discussing a 3-year-old. A 3-year-old shouldn't be hot YouTube news topic because her boots on the ground, but she out here stepping, and she was on Jennifer Hudson show and Niecy Nash, they did the dance on there, you know. And in people's mind, because another justification in our community is hating. Whenever somebody tells you about your goddamn self or tells you about something they don't like, they hating on you. So even though people are telling this woman correctly, in her mind, everybody is hating on Miss Shirley. But Miss Shirley is fucking 3. Okay? 3. Many people refuse to even call her that. And she's being taught to say all these little, little provocative things and twist her neck. And the mother's going to be sorry. I mean, you do not, those are not the seeds you want to be planting into your little girl. Because the thing about it is, yeah, Google Miss Shirley when you get off here. She does the boots on the ground. When you plant those seeds, that's what it is. That's the foundation. Those are the roots. You're done. You can't erase that from Miss Shirley. Miss Shirley is doing her little thing. But yeah, that song is annoying as hell to me at this point. I'm sick of it. I don't even want to hear it anymore. In our society, unfortunately. Yeah, it is. Yeah, and it's been that within our community. That's why I'm not, I'm not surprised that that taking people out is accepted in our community, and people will call someone a hero for murdering someone because they've been doing it. Like the whole King Von situation. They still paint him as a hero, no matter how many people they say he took out, no matter what he was responsible for. In our community, he's great, he's wonderful, he's a good dude on the flip side. So with that type of programming, that is why people now believe that, oh, this person is a hero because he took out no, it doesn't work that way. But just think about it. People has been glorifying that type of behavior in our community. People love to have a good barbecue, a good t-shirt, balloon release, and celebrate the death of someone that did some shit. And then people have these things, and people will go to those events and then take out people there too. And people will still say, don't snitch. So this is the mentality of where we come from. And nobody really want to speak the truth. But that shit is spilling over into communities everywhere. Because if y'all see down there in Baltimore, I guess with a not Marine, was some kind of naval or whatever. The kids went down there and took their shit over down there too. They was jumping on table, tearing shit up. You know, these children need to be handled. Asses need to be whooped. Seriously. Straps need to be sold. They need to get back to ripping switches down off trees. And I'm talking about for the asses of these 17, 18, 19, 20, 21-year-olds that are out of control. It is no longer about the parenting and where you come from. Yes, culture ruins your fucking children. He says snitch culture. Fuck snitch culture. I will take snitch culture over crime culture, over murder culture, over kill culture any day. And it ain't snitching, it's telling on a bitch. If you go do something and you so bad and bold, stand by your shit. If you can't say you did it, then don't fucking do it. So it ain't snitch. Yes, somebody should tell on your punk ass. You a punk motherfucker when you go destroy the lives of other people and think that people should rally behind you and not tell on you. You a coward. I'd rather be that. I'd rather be a snitch than a fucking coward. But it's not snitching. It's telling. Tell on a bitch. If you see them do it, they killed your goddamn kid and you ain't going to say nothing. What is wrong with y'all? That's why the culture is where it is. That's why the kids do what the hell they do. They stomping on cars. They tearing up people's property. They don't give a fuck. They have nothing. But then again, y'all the same people who would argue and kill each other over neighborhoods and don't own a piece of property in the goddamn neighborhood, but will argue and fight and kill for it. See? So it's a trickle down effect. the looting, the bombing, the stealing, the robbing, the killing, the rapping, right? The video games, right? The lack of education, the lack of parenting. Can't tell motherfuckers right from wrong. That's the problem. The whole culture is a mess. It's bigger than snitch culture. Okay. Lack of education culture. Reading is fundamental. Yeah, lack of that too. Motherfuckers are illiterate. And nobody's trying to learn and do more. Like, even if you're 19, you still should be reading something every day. Hello. But people don't read. People don't educate themselves. People don't give a shit. Y'all worried about TikTok culture, rap culture. You know? It's sad. Look at the people they put out there for y'all. The Cardi B culture. Cardi B is disgusting. Y'all notice that Cardi B got 3 kids, just had a baby, got a new man, might be pregnant again, and they still putting her out here like this bitch is a queen and a princess. Y'all gotta be fucking kidding me. Okay, but on that note, I gotta go to work. I'll see y'all later. Deuces.